Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to MSP Dispatch Quick Takes. We're here at the CompTIA Community Councils Forum live in Chicago. It's going to be starting in a few hours here at the, what is the name of the hotel?
Renaissance.
The Renaissance, which is a perfect name for CompTIA, right?
Yeah,
constantly evolving, constantly growing.
I like that.
Yeah, there you go. We're retconning the reason for it.
That works.
And joining me here is the man who needs no introduction, Mr. MJ Schuer. How are you doing, MJ?
I'm great, Ray. How are you?
Good. So I don't want to butcher your title, so I'll let you introduce yourself.
It's an easy one. I'm the Chief Community Officer, which basically means I run our global community, our membership program.
And it's not like most organizations, when they say global, they mean like one or two countries. CompTIA is truly global.
We are. We have, on our certification and training side, we're even more global than we are on the community side. We've got people in countries, really pick a country, we've probably got someone there. But on the community side, obviously we've got North America, because here we are. We've expanded our UK community to now include Ireland, so it's now the UK and I community. We have our Benelux community for Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg. We just launched a DACH community. They've just had they've got their first meeting coming up in May in Vienna, and that's Germany, Austria, and Switzerland.
It's amazing.
We've got our ANZ community. Mm-hmm. Speak it like you're in the region.
You have to,
ANZ for the rest of the world.
Yeah, for the Kiwis out there, we're acknowledging.
We like to be local. And then we're launching an ASEAN community, which is, ASEAN stands for the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Wow. It's basically Asia Pac without Japan or India. So it's Vietnam, Cambodia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Singapore, Brunei. I'm missing somebody, I know. But it's basically the Asia Pac region, except for Japan and India, because they kind of sit on their own. So that'll be our newest community.
You are doing your best to make sure everybody's covered across the board.
We are. Wherever our members are, that's where we need to be. So where our members gather, that's where we're going to focus our community
Any
efforts.
Antarctic communities?
The penguins are pretty cool. And
I like that. You like the puns, right?
Yeah. They're good. I wouldn't mind it, but it'd be hard to justify from a budget standpoint.
True. The trip would be nice, though.
It could be kind of cool. I think, if I had to project, we've got opportunities, more opportunity in Europe for sure. Yep. There's the France, Spain, that whole region. Whether that attaches to Benelux or not. The Nordics have expressed interest in attaching to Benelux. So, Europe can be complicated. Middle East and Africa, certainly North Africa, South Africa. We've got concentrations of members there. South America.
With the new ocean that's getting created with the plates separating.
Yep.
100 million years or so, and there'll be a CompTIA.
Right. We could be global without having to skip continents. Who knows?
You go.
But wherever the members tell us they want us to be, that's where we go.
I appreciate it. So let me ask something. So everybody knows CompTIA ChannelCon, right?
Yep.
You're going to be announcing, I don't want to give it away. You're going to be announcing where it's at. I have a good idea already, but I'll leave it for the big giveaway. But CCF, the Community Councils Forum, how is this different than ChannelCon? What is the purpose of this event?
This is a unique event in the industry. There's no doubt. It's not a ChannelCon. It's not an event. We don't have a vendor floor.
There's no vendor booths.
Right. There are no vendor booths. This is truly, so we typically attract a couple hundred, somewhere between 200 and 300. And it's what we consider to be our more or most engaged members. These are the members that are involved in our communities, in the subject matter committees, and our industry advisory councils, and our ISAL with our cybersecurity initiatives. And these are working meetings. So yes, there are a couple general sessions. We have 2 keynotes. One is mine, which is just giving a community update, sharing what's new, what's coming. We've got 10 different announcements we're making here this week.
Keeping it small.
Keeping it small, right. We're not doing much. And then Wednesday morning, Carol and April on our research team is giving a State of the Channel keynote with what to expect in terms of some channel trends this year, because we do a lot of research, and this is high caliber research. This is on par with what you would go out and purchase from any of the premier research firms.
Carolyn's come on Partner First a couple times.
Oh, great.
Some of her research.
Yep.
Excellent. She amazing source of information.
She's great.
I saw the State of the Channel pre-announcement in the CompTIA website after the login.
Yep. And one other thing, speaking of the communities and the research together, starting late last year, fourth quarter of last year, we started doing it's not really an addendum, but every one of our flagship research reports has a subsection that's specific to the community regions. So there are now 6 sections for each research report covering each of our 6 communities.
So you're more localized.
Right. You want to dig into that real local piece of data, piece of trending, you've got that, and then you can see it in the broad picture of what's going on globally. So a lot of really great stuff there. But what our members tell us they value about CCF is that there's no selling from the stage, there's no vendor fare, there's nothing you find at traditional events, let's say.
No 200 phone calls after the event telling you to sign up.
This is truly a working meeting where everyone comes together. We say you come into the tent, you leave your logo and your ego outside, and you talk about the issues facing your business. What are you concerned about? Where can CompTIA help? We listen very intently to find ideas for new initiatives, new deliverables that we should be working on, any changes we should be making. But it's really when people come together and network and share best practices and challenges and look to problem solve for the industry, for the good of the entire industry.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'm on the Channel Development Advisory Council. So,
and thank you for your volunteer leadership.
Absolutely. Very happy. Sadly, I'll be leaving this year. It's my last year since I'm
no. So next year you're going to be one of the ones I thank for your volunteer. But we have a program for you.
Awesome.
We're going to keep you engaged.
Oh, I'm not going anywhere.
Excellent.
So let me ask you, this won't release until tomorrow at 10 a.m. So if there's anything you want to, any one of the announcements you can maybe share with us?
Sure. So I think, oh boy, if I had to pick a couple, I guess I'd say obviously our cybersecurity programs. Yep. You know, we're releasing the CompTIA's Cybersecurity Trust Mark, which is something that cybersecurity is an area where we're really planting a flag. You know, this industry has to improve. We know that.
Absolutely.
We know that. You were an MSP, I was an MSP. You know, we understand what the issues are, and we've got to do better. And so, the Cybersecurity Trust Mark will have a huge impact on the industry. We're talking with different government agencies around the world about it. We believe this will be a necessary accreditation to stay in this business.
I agree. I've been waiting for it. We actually talked about it, I believe. Phil, find the episode. But I love having a Phil.
Everyone needs a Phil.
We do. But we talked about it with Wayne Selk when it was first announced, and we talked about the program. And one of the things I like so much about it is that it is not strict adherence to a CSF or 800-171. It gives you a bunch of tenets where you can get locked down, but it's still attainable. Yeah. And then if you want to go down that path, you haven't wasted any time.
No, the issue, you hit the nail on the head, right? The issue there is the last thing this industry needs is a new standard or a new framework, right?
There's an XKCD about that.
Exactly. Yeah. This will map to whatever framework a member has adopted in their company. And then most importantly, it's achievable, right? Absolutely. It's realistic. It will make a difference, and that's the key. So that's a huge announcement. We've got a new mobile app coming. We're introducing member forums to keep people in touch in between gatherings. Our member education team has over 22 courses out in our member learning portal, and they put new ones out every quarter. There's so much value that it's sometimes hard to communicate. We're going to really try and simplify that here this week and get those messages across so that our members are taking advantage of their benefits, because we're doing it for all of you.
And you keep adding and adding and adding. All right, MJ, I will stop taking your time. I appreciate
it's my pleasure, Ray. So thank you. It's always a pleasure to see you.
All right, take care.
Thanks.
This has been a broadcast of the MSP Media Network.